All right. Ready to juice here in Seattle, Washington.
Yeah.
I have Mr. Plumlee himself. John, good to see you, brother.
Reporting for duty. Glad to be here.
I'm glad we're able to do this and see each other before the 2026 golf tournament
Yes.
that's coming up.
Yes.
I know you've been getting reps in. Let's just start with that. Where's your golf game at today?
Well, let's just say, last time you saw me, I wasn't very good at golf.
And now you are good at golf.
Now I'm still not very good at golf. I'm just in a little better spot than I was the last time you saw me.
Biggest strength, biggest weakness. What is it?
Okay, strength. I'm gonna put it in the long drive. That's gonna be a strength of mine.
Oh, and what's a long drive to a guy like you?
I mean, when you're hitting on the top golf tracers and whatnot.
Very accurate.
Some would say I've hit 300 before. So
Downhill, little wind.
yeah, I need a little wind at the back. I will say that. Weakness is when I try to use my long drive and I super slice it into the wood. So I mean, it's got to be pretty relatable for some people. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
I mean, come on, that's the game of golf, right?
I take the anchorman approach where I'm with you. I swing as hard as I can every time. And 60% of the time, it works every time.
Bingo. Former baseball player. Somebody told me one time, swing hard in case you hit it. I take that same mentality over to the golf space. You know
I think that's a genius approach. Why not?
I mean, let her ride. You know what I mean?
I've been doing a lot of YouTube golf challenges lately.
What does that look like?
We got one dropping pretty soon.
Okay.
I go out and I try to break 100. Like a true.
I've seen this.
It hasn't dropped yet. This one hasn't dropped yet.
What was the one you were doing with the?
We did one with Will Levis where we had to break like 80 or 72 or something like that. We've done a few where we bring out a taser.
Yes, I have seen the taser come out.
There's a few games we play in juice golf that work well into our advantage.
Sure.
But this one, my brother was home from camp and we wanted to do something. He wasn't golfing, but he's like, you should try to break 100. Like, people are starting to watch you as a golfer, and like a no BS, like no drops,
truly
like
score
this
it.
is an actual 100.
Yeah.
You're breaking.
Yeah.
And watch the YouTube video to find out what happens. But it went pretty well.
On the edge of my seat over here. On the edge of my seat.
Yeah, and I think for me it's the blow-ups, man.
Dude, here's the thing.
blow-ups.
I'm always like, all right, I'm gonna go out there. And I'm going to take a real score this time. I'm going to, like you're saying, hey, I'm going to count every drop. And I get out there and I get to like hole 3. And I'm sitting at like 25 strokes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is no longer fun for me.
No.
Like, this is making me really mad.
Well, you got to switch that mindset too. My father has this theory where he's like, if I paid $100 for a round, I ain't going to break a course record.
Sure.
I might as well get some reps in. He's a
I like
grinder.
it.
I might as well get some reps in. Hey, yeah, you're right. I did just duff that 7-iron 16 feet in front of me.
Yeah.
Let me try that one again.
I'm doing it again.
I paid $100 for it. Who's going to tell me crap?
Who's going to, when they see 2 divots right beside each other,
This guy must be consistent.
he's really consistent, right? He's playing golf.
He must have played around again.
Yes. I like the way you think. And I like the way he thinks.
You mentioned the 2-sport.
Yeah.
Being a baseball guy. I got to ask.
Okay.
Let's taper it back. Going into college,
Okay.
how did you convince both coaches to let you do this? Because it's one thing to be able to do it. People don't get, it's another thing to get both parties wanting to do it.
Yeah. I was, okay, everybody's got a kind of recruiting story, but here's my recruiting story, right? So I'm from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and getting recruited, athletic kid, people don't know, I'm playing quarterback, right? And my first offer was to go to Mississippi State to play corner. And the way that I was getting exposure, there wasn't a lot of, there was no 7-on-7 back then. There was none of that. Like, how I got exposure was I went to Ole Miss football camp, Mississippi State football camp, Southern Miss football camp. Like, those were, I just went north to south, straight down the list, and we'll go to the football camps. Well, I go to Mississippi State, and I run a really good time. And they're like, hey, we want you to come back. I was playing quarterback. We want you to come back and go to another camp as corner. And so we're like, all right, we'll do it. Dan Mullen at the time asking us to come back. Yeah, we'll come back. It's costing us a little money, but we'll do it.
We'll do it.
Come back, run another good time, and they're like, hey, we want you to come back to another camp. Our big dog camp is what they call it. And
Big dog camp.
I'm sitting there like, are they just money grabbing us? Are they just?
I already got enough T-shirts.
I mean, I got enough T-shirts with the number 372 on it. I don't need any more of these.
I'd love to have one of those back in the day.
I mean, unbelievable. So I go back and I'm like, what? Pull up, go to this big dog camp, and this is my, first time playing corner,
Ever.
Yeah, I'm just out there. I played quarterback my whole life. Let's rock and roll.
Yeah.
We'd start doing one-on-ones. Pick first rep. Oh, I'm feeling like him. I'm like, this is easy. This is easy. Next rep, pick. I'm like, this is the easiest thing I've ever done. This is actually easy. Go in, get an offer. I could jump over the moon, right? So they want me to come to Mississippi State, play corner. And so I'm like, oh, shoot. And so then Mississippi State offers, then Southern Miss offers. I'm like, hey, what y'all want me to play? They're like, we don't know. We just want you on the bus. I'm like, okay. Alabama calls like a week and a half later. And then after Bama called, everybody called.
Yeah.
And so it was like, I'm going through, this is sophomore summer going into my junior year. I'm trying to figure out where the heck, I want to go, what the heck I want to do. And different places are offering me different things. And one of the smaller schools was like, hey, man, we'll let you play quarterback. And I was like, beggars can't be choosers.
Right.
Back when I was just excited to get an offer,
Of course.
But now I have a bunch of options. I want to play quarterback. I want to play Q,
Yeah.
And so I call all the bigger schools back. Hey, I really appreciate y'all's opportunity. This is what an opportunity is over here. If y'all don't have the same opportunity, no love lost. I'm just going to go elsewhere. And they're like, okay. Some of them are like, okay, really appreciate it. All is well. And then then they all kind of went away. Play my junior season, and I get a bunch of phone calls back. Hey, we want you to come play quarterback. And I'm like, oh yeah, they want me back. And so going through that, did that again. Then one of the smaller schools again says, hey man, we'll let you play quarterback and we'll let you play baseball.
Ooh.
So what do? I pick up the phone again. Hey guys, this is what the offer is over here.
You're a master negotiator at this
brother,
point.
if I got some leverage, I'm leveraging that thing, you know what I mean? And so I'm calling people back, hey, this is the opportunity over here. And a lot of them were like, okay, let me get on the phone with the baseball coach. They would call me back 5 minutes later. Hey, you're good to go. We can do it over here. Because you're on football's dollar,
Of course.
And so you're essentially a walk-on on the baseball team.
Right.
But you're on full scholarship because you're on the football team. So it's like all the baseball coaches are like, we get a free player? Yeah. They're getting 11.7 scholarships. Free player's a free player. They love it. So like, yeah, absolutely. It's just the fact of doing it. And so go to college at Ole Miss and go through my freshman year of football was the guy. Matt gets hurt, end up being the guy. Then there was a coaching change, and I go to Kiff. I'm like, hey, where do you I had a kind of agreement that I was going to play baseball here. He was like, yeah, go ahead, go play. And so in the spring, I played baseball. Fall, I played football. And then I went to UCF, and that's when they really kind of overlapped each other a little more because I was a little serious about doing them both more, And we, during the spring, I got Coach Lovelady, which was the head baseball coach at UCF, and Malzahn, the head football coach at UCF, in the same room. And they were talking over calendars. Hey, what we're going to do about this date? What we're going to do about this date? And there were some circles like, hey, we got the same thing happening right here. We got to do something. But they really jumped through hoops to make it happen. It was unreal. A lot of people have seen the video of me, going from Memphis home baseball game to then playing in the spring game, which was unbelievable, which was cool.
Yeah.
But I did that every day. Literally would get up, do football until, 12 o'clock, would eat lunch, in a to-go bag, would have it waiting on me, and then would go to baseball, do baseball practice, eating in the locker room, do baseball practice, and then some days would come back for football meetings in the afternoon, and then doing online school at the house. And so that was just every day. The coolest one to me was we had a scrimmage on a Saturday.
Football scrimmage
in the spring. And so I'm getting 6 drives in And so do my 5-6 drives, get some touchdowns. Malzahn's like, all right, you're good. Go ahead. I go, again, food waiting for me. My buddy Kenny, that works at UCF, drove me to the airport. I hop on a private jet. They fly me to ECU, land on the ground. There's a driver waiting for me. Go straight to the baseball field, change in the dugout, and then we go out and we play a doubleheader versus ECU.
Wow.
I mean, truly unreal.
It's a day of sports.
Oh, truly unreal. Now, we got killed by ECU. I mean, we got skull drunk by them, but it was sick. I mean, like, just going from being like, I'm going to go play football, then I'm going to hop on a private jet, and then go play baseball.
Yeah.
Sign me up, brother.
Yeah.
How sick is that? I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever done. This is unbelievable.
God. That load, though, I mean, it's something. And as you said, too, like, it's not like you're playing running back or receiver. Not saying that those are diluted positions when it comes to the mental side of the game, but
sure.
You're rocking QB at this time.
Sure, yeah.
So it's like, hey, you gotta be pretty locked in.
You gotta be very present.
You gotta be pretty locked in.
Very, very, very present over there. But it was like, I mean, they're long days you're working,
right.
But like you're getting to play ball, which is like, that's always been my dream. And so it was let's rock and roll, But it would be impossible if the people weren't there to help me, right? Like if Malzahn and Lovelady did not meet, there's no way, Like if Erica didn't have food ready for me at some points during the day, like I'd be like, I'm not eating today.
Yeah, I can't.
And so like there was a very big community that made that happen.
Right.
Whereas like, I think they're telling kids these days, they're like, hey, yeah, you can do both or whatever, and they're like, come on. And there's no real plan for it. Yeah, and I think there has to be a real plan because if not, it's gonna be tough,
Yeah, no, it seems like it just keeps getting harder and harder to do both.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too. Like kids today are specializing in one sport at like
age 8.
8 years old. Like, what are we talking about?
I hate it.
Like, what?
I hate it.
Let the kids play ball, like
everything.
Like what?
You should be running track.
Oh, dude.
You should be playing volleyball.
Sure.
Basketball, soccer, football.
I mean, in middle school, I played
badminton.
Football. Okay, yeah. Ping pong. Let's throw it in.
Ping pong.
What else we got?
Recreational poker.
Yeah. Start them young.
I think you gotta have a little bit of in-class solitaire, pinball.
Yeah. Pool. Let's see how good these kids can shoot it. Some sort of swimming activity.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of everybody.
As long as you're in the water.
Yeah.
Know how to swim.
Know how to swim.
I'm gonna throw pickleball in there.
Yeah, it's on the rise. It's on the rise.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, me as well.
Oh, golf.
Duh. I wish I would have started earlier. I
have a 10-month-old son, and
is he swinging the stick already?
He likes touching golf balls and footballs.
Good.
Every night before I go to bed, his whole life, I made this rule.
No.
Every night he's been alive, I make him, before he falls asleep, touch a football. Every night. And now it's muscle memory.
That's right. It's going to be
muscle memory to
ingrained.
Where when we do bath night, put his diaper on, get him all ready to go for bedtime, and before he's about to get fed, I read a bedtime story, and then I get the football off the shelf, and I make sure he touches it, and now he smiles and
he loves it.
Crazy because
like
football's
time.
Coming.
It's going to be.
And I told my wife, I said,
hardwired.
This kid's going to know I like football very early.
Yeah.
Call me a psycho. Call me a psycho. I don't care.
How to get dad's attention? Be good at football.
I mean, have interest. But he will be swinging a golf club. I already looked into like the Toys R Us swing a golf club packages and stuff like that. We're going to do that. We're not going to wait till we're 24.
No. I would have been in a better spot if I would have started at a younger age, for sure.
Would you pursue? I think football and golf could be one of the most deadly combos.
It is good. It's a good deal. It reminds me of my boy Evan Thompson.
Yeah.
Have you seen
dual sport?
Yeah, dual. My guy. He did it in college.
I know.
But now he's about to.
His YouTube's crazy.
Yeah, he's about to make a play to go PGA, man. Like he's on the rise, man. I'll obviously keep up with him through social media. That's my main channel of watching him. But like He's a good follow.
He's a good follow.
Free shout out to my boy. Free shout out.
I do think, in the era of like talking dual sport athletes at a professional level,
Yeah.
golf and NFL would be a great, like go play a PGA,
That would be electric.
play a Ryder's Cup, and then go Monday Night Football.
And then go play middle linebacker.
That's some shit right
I
there.
mean, that would
That's
be
something.
Hey, you
That's
talking about
something.
getting gritty?
That is gritty. That's top tier grit.
That would be gritty.
I love it. Was there ever a point when you were considering doing both MLB and the NFL journey?
Yeah, so coming out of high school, I had an opportunity to go in the draft out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was a crazy time because like 1 week of my recruitment process was like Monday, I had, there's area scouts for professional baseball teams.
Mm-hmm.
And so like they'll have, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, like these guys will have, just the same as like football coaches in college level have areas of, recruitment. Same applies for area scouts and whatnot.
Right.
So had professional scouts coming to my baseball games in high school, had college football scouts for college teams coming to football games, and I mean they come to schools, like they're coming to just to say what's up. And so 1 week of my senior year, I had the Yankees come over to the house, and they're asking a bunch of questions, doing their due diligence. Then I had like a management group. For baseball, you have an advisor. You can't have an agent technically. You have an advisor, and so these people are pitching me to be my advisor. Then I had Mississippi State the next night. Then I had Ole Miss, and then I had the Red Sox. So I had Yankees and Red Sox, Mississippi State and Ole Miss, all at the house in 1 week.
Overwhelming.
And I'm getting pitched, like, hey, you
Come
need to
play
come do
baseball.
this, you need to come play baseball, you need to come to Mississippi State and play football, And so it was crazy. But so back to the question, there was a time in high school, there was a like, hey, I go to college and play both sports. Mm-hmm. Hey, I just go to the MLB and just play baseball. Or there's a scenario where, hey, I sign my rights in high school, go play football, and go to spring training. This is A.J. Brown for Ole Miss. Mm-hmm. He got drafted by, I think, Padres. I think. I don't know if that's right, but like he would go. He was playing football in college. He would go for like 1 week, I think, maybe 2 weeks, hit BP, do stuff, go see those people over there, and then with the understanding that football doesn't work out, baseball is the next thing after. You know what I'm saying? So like there's a scenario where I could do that as well. And so I was kind of like, all right, now what do I want to do? Man, it would be hard to say no to playing both in college. Like having a real shot to play both. Like, man, that's what's the dollar sign you put on that, right? Like, so it's like, and so like you're just fumbling around all these like different scenarios and what ifs of like, what if I do this? What if I do that? And so it was a crazy lot of thinking during this time in my young, 17, 18-year-old brain trying to make a life decision, but had a lot of good choices. So it was fun. It was fun, but definitely stressful because like, man, this decision's gonna affect the rest of my life. Like what are we gonna do? I think I made the right one. It was fun.
I think you did too. Obviously, things are working out in your favor.
Sure.
Coming into the league, you've already become a journeyman.
Yeah.
You've already become a journeyman.
Find me there, brother. Yeah.
What's the biggest takeaways you've learned about the business side of the league so far?
Yeah, it is very much a business. It's a business league, like so. My quick story, this is my second year preseason, and this is my third team I've been on. Mm-hmm. So went undrafted to Pittsburgh, got cut after camp, went to Jacksonville for about half the year, got cut, then got invited to Seattle and for a workout. And so I go for the workout, and I'm like, all right, let's rock and roll. You get there, they fly you up, go to sleep, wake up early, you're doing a bunch of, they want you to see a doctor, do a physical, do all this and that. And you're here for like a day and a half for like a 15-minute workout. Like it is very quick, And so we get up here, I get up here, and I'm like, all right, do this deal, go to the facility, here's a ball, start throwing. There's like 4 receivers, a safety or 2, and then myself. So the safeties are doing whatever they're doing over there. Me and these 4 receivers are kind of warming up. I'm throwing to them. And they're running through cones. Hey, run a corner, run a 15-yard out, run a slant, run a go.
Yeah.
Like that was essentially what they did.
Little route tree.
Threw some routes, threw the ball well, thinking like, man, this is great, you know?
Yeah.
And go up to one of the guys here, one of the scouts here is from Mississippi. He's like, hey, man, great job. You know, what size gloves do you wear? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, what size gloves do you wear? I'm like, I guess large. I mean, like,
large.
Large, is that, do y'all have large? They're like, yeah. They're like, you mind running through some cones and catching the ball a little bit? I'm like, sure. I mean, I don't have a job, you know? Like, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Sign me up, brother. I'm there. I'm game. They gave me some gloves, run through some routes, catch it, finish through the line, do the deal. Another 5 minutes on top of this workout. I mean, seriously, it's that quick. Then you all go into this little waiting room. You're all kind of sitting there staring at each other like, are they going to take anybody? You know, like these guys you're here with. And so they start calling us one at a time. And so like one guy would go back and he'd come back in and we'd look at him. He'd be like, nah, I'm going back to the house. And we're like, dang. Next guy goes in, nah, going back to the house. Dang. And so like, I'm like the second to last guy to go. They're like, hey, congrats, you made it. I'm like, sweet. You're going to be in the receiver room. Okay, sweet. Everybody else went home. I'm like, all right. So the next rest of the season, I'm just trying to blend in, right? Like, I mean, it's not like, hey, you made the team, go back home, get your stuff, you know, you're going to be back. No, I was at practice the next day in full pads, playing receiver, where last week I was playing quarterback for the Jags, you know? So I'm like, okay, let's figure this out, right?
Yeah.
So like, this is the only guy that I knew in the receiver room was DK Metcalf, because he's from Mississippi, and we had some run in because he went to Ole Miss. You know, I'd thrown with him a couple of times, and so he knew. I think he was the only one that knew of me in the receiver room, and so he was like, oh, what are you doing in here, kind of deal, and I'm like, I'm playing receiver, you know, and so like I'm watching these guys run routes, and I'm just trying to, all right, this is what they, all right.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just, okay, here, and then I'm going to snap down, come back, catch it. And so I'm just literally trying to blend in, you know. And so for the next, like, week and a half, 2 weeks, I'm starting to get to know guys. And I'm like, yeah, this is kind of my first time. You know, I did it at Ole Miss for, like, a little while, but playing receiver, this is kind of my first real time doing it. And they're like, oh, man, you're doing great. Keep it up, you know. Like, and so, like, I was just, that whole rest of that year, I was just trying to blend in. Like, and I'm getting better at it, you know, over the weeks. But unbelievable, right? Like unreal, like.
Well, I was gonna ask, like, how did that conversation go? And it wasn't a conversation.
It was crazy. No, like I didn't have a job, and it's like, hey, you have a job, but you're playing receiver. I'm like, okay, let's do it. You know, like let's rock and roll. It was so crazy, man. Like, and so I'm in Jacksonville, okay, and as I'm sure you know, like, usually teams will keep 3 quarterbacks on roster.
Right.
They'll keep usually 2 on the active roster, and then a 3rd on the practice squad, right? And so in Jacksonville, it's Trevor, Mac Jones at the time, and myself. Studs. Love those guys.
It's a great room.
Hilarious, right? And so, but Mac's taking a lot of the practice squad reps, like taking his reps with the scout team to make sure he's getting reps. And so as the 3rd quarterback, I'm just not doing a lot, right? Like, so I'm just over there kind of posted up during practice. I'm trying to stay mentally locked in, trying to learn the scheme because I got there after camp.
Right.
And so I'm playing catch up already, trying to learn this scheme. You know, I'm sitting over there not doing a lot physically other than throwing the ball a couple of times at practice. So I'm there for whatever, 10 weeks, 8, 9 weeks. I don't know, whatever, how many weeks I was there. Get cut. Then I go to Seattle and they're like, hey, you're playing receiver. You're the scout team receiver. You're running. I mean.
You were feeling it.
You're running, brother. And so I'm running on scout team doing this and that. And they're like, hey, we need a body on the defensive side of the ball playing safety. I'm your guy. I'm over there. Boom. So scout team offense, I'm running around. Scout team defense, I'm running around. So I go from doing nothing to actually running the whole day. When I tell you, one of the most sore times I've been in my life.
Really?
Oh, unbelievable. For a whole week, I was living in the tubs. Ice tub. I need it. I have got to get it in. But to loop back on the initial question, business side is crazy. Made some really good relationships in Pittsburgh, made some really good relationships in Jacksonville, now making some really good relationships here in Seattle. And it's not about the relationships. Like, it is strictly a numbers game, you know, like it doesn't matter who you know or who your buddies with, like, it is a numbers game, you know, like in Pittsburgh, they cut me and they're like, hey, we're probably going to sign you back to the practice squad. Great, sounds great. The next day they have practice and one of the offensive linemen hurts his pec.
Got to bring an O-lineman in.
They got to bring an O-lineman in. Well, somebody's got to go. It ended up being me. Like, hey, man, we were going to keep you, but now we have to bring in another O-lineman. Sorry, man, there's nothing here for you. So it's such a numbers game. So you can't really take it personally, but like in the same sense, like I always kind of do, you know, like I'm like, dude, like I get it, you know, like I want to be on that. I want to be in that number, you know.
Yeah.
And so.
1 sec. Hey, Brady's here. Will you go downstairs and get him?
Yeah. And
bring the fob.
Bring the fob, please. But yeah, like it's just scratching and clawing to be in that number, and so that's what we're working for right now.
It makes sense. I mean, it's a numbers game, and like I said, strictly. It's hard. It's so hard for people to understand that. Okay, just to be on this 90-man roster, that starts of camp.
Yeah, it's
hard to get there. It's hard to get opportunity there.
Yes, yeah.
And then they're gonna chisel it down, and what it looks like now is today, like. Teams don't just chisel it down in one day. Like, well, actually opposite. Some teams are chiseling it down all in one day. Like some teams, it used to be like you have to taper it back. So you go from 90 to 85 to 80 to 75 to 62. And then it's like, who you're going to cut the last day. Whereas some franchises, they're going to cut 40 guys in one day.
Dude, I feel like in Pittsburgh,
it's crazy.
It was like everybody's here and it was like, hey, it's cut day. And it was like, oh, shoot. So we go out to practice. Like, you practice. Like, you go out and practice. You get off the field, you take a shower, and you're on the way to lunch. And you're just hoping you don't get that tap on the shoulder. You know, like, you're just like, don't tap me on the shoulder. You're kind of like, don't make eye contact with me kind of deal.
Right.
Get tapped on the shoulder, and it was like, cut. It was
What's the cut like? How fast has it been for you? Band-Aid?
It sucks, right? Like, you know, you work your tail off, and then it's like it doesn't work out, man. It really sucks, you know. Like it stinks, you know. But it was in Pittsburgh. It was, hey, man, you know, like you did a great job during camp.
It's a numbers game.
It's a numbers game, and we're looking to have you back on the practice squad. But as of right now, we got to cut you before we can call you back. And so it's like, is there anything I could have done different? No, man, we think you did a really good job. We got our guys that we want. All right, sweet, sounds good. Shake hands and you roll, and it's just such a cutthroat deal, you know. And so like, my thing is like, you don't really realize how few 53 people are.
Oh my God! Especially once you cut it in half on offense.
Unbelievable.
It's like 18 guys.
Okay, let's talk like this, right? You get 11 starters on offense, 11 on defense.
Yeah.
That's 22 people off the rip, right? Let's call it. Are we going to go too deep at each position?
Can't.
I mean, like,
can't.
At that point, you're looking real thin already. Like, and so special teams, you're going to have your specialists. You're going to have
punter, kicker, long snapper.
Yep, you got to have your guys. Then after that, you got to have offensive linemen, because if they get hurt, I mean, they get banged up all the time. Well, in the interior, you got to have a couple of defensive linemen too, because like stuff gets banging in there. Running backs, you got to have a couple. Because,
at least 3.
Right? And so then linebackers, interior linebackers, and you're like, okay, all right, those guys get hurt, then who we're going to pull up, you know? And then you got DBs. They can kind of swap around a little bit, you know, do what they need to do, but you got to have 1 or 2 extra.
Do we have a fullback in our offense?
Are we playing with a fullback?
Are we tight end heavy?
Next thing you know, you're like, all right.
That's 70 guys.
That's too many. We have too many people on the roster, right? And so it's like, you don't really realize how few 53 is.
No, it's impossible.
It's truly unbelievable how small the number, because you come from college too, where the sideline is just filled up with like 100 guys. Like, you have 100 teammates on the sideline with you, and you're like,
well, and you know, like, I feel like we had 105 on our roster. We dressed like 68, something like that.
Yeah.
Still 68's more than 53.
Yeah.
And 53 doesn't mean there's 53 dressing either.
No, you're dressed at 48.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like, and so it is just
Shit gets tight.
I mean, it's tight. Like, it is wild how few the number is. But I mean, it just gives you more of appreciation of like, if you make it, like, you're doing something, you know, like
you're that guy.
Yeah, you're doing something if you sneak on there, you know what I mean? So.
And the last thing, I saw some Johnny Manziel shit a couple nights ago.
Oh yeah.
You were a true freshman starter in the SEC.
Sure.
You had a game where you went crazy.
Yeah.
How hype were you? How much juice was in that game?
You know,
Walk me through it.
we lost that game, so it sucks, right? Like, you would love the game for that, like, you're known for to be a win. You know, like, a lot of Ole Miss people still come up to me and they're like, hey, man, that LSU game was crazy.
Yeah.
And I would love to be like, yeah, we killed them. You know, I would love to be able to, like, yeah, we got them boys.
Yeah.
But, like, they ended up beating us, you know, so it stinks. But it was such a cool deal. You know, like, I'm a Mississippi kid from Hattiesburg playing for Ole Miss. And so it just meant a lot to be able to, like, play for Ole Miss.
Right.
And then to be the guy, it was really cool. But in that game, like, it was, you know, I didn't think it was just another team for us. Like, now everybody looks back at the 2019 LSU team and they're like, that's one of the best college teams ever. You know, like, at the time we were like, yeah, they're good, but like,
we didn't think they were going to do that.
Yeah, we didn't think they were going to be, you know, who they were. And so we were just going into it like, we're about to give these boys business, like, just like you do every other game, you know. And so, and at the time, like, during the game, I didn't really realize how much of a game it was for me. You know, like, I knew.
You never do until after
you don't.
check the
Yeah,
stat
and
box.
I've never really been like a numbers guy, a stats guy. Like, I always kind of want to know, hey, man, did we win or we lose? Like, did we do enough to win or did we not? You know, and so afterwards, I was just like, man, golly, dude, we gotta win some games. You know, like, I'm thinking that, and then people are coming up, man, hey, great game, and I'm like, great game, we lost, dude. Like, this, what are we talking about? You know, like, but looking back, it was an awesome game, dude. Like, fun, you know, obviously, to be able to look back. And Patrick Queen was on that team. He was a linebacker. And, okay, funny story about that game. And so SEC media, like, the media behind SEC, I'm sure you can, like, it's unbelievable. Like,
of course.
So many reporters, so many this, so many that. Well, somebody early in the week said a quote that I said, which was not true. They said, I'm faster than everybody on the field, so all I have to do is make it past the D lineman, or something to the effect of that.
They started a rumor?
They started a rumor.
They didn't paraphrase?
No, brother. I'm telling you. And so one of my buddies plays over at LSU, and I'm getting pictures of this quote in people's lockers.
Oh, it was bulletin board material.
It's bulletin board material.
Don't
I'm
be
like,
that guy.
Okay. Like, at the end of the day, whatever. You know, like, sounds good. My first play out there, I'm running it. I think we called it Ruby, which was just, you know, straight quarterback outside zone right. Like, I'm running it. No other option. I'm running it right. And Patrick Queen runs me down, tackles me. And he's like, you ain't that fast. And I'm like, oh, okay.
It's going to be one of those.
It's going to be one of those. You know, like, okay. And so I asked him about it later on in Pittsburgh, and he was like, oh, yeah, we were trying to kill you that game. We were trying to absolutely take your cleats off. I was running for my life around there. And I look back at that freshman season, I was probably 180, 185.
Yeah.
I weighed nothing, but was just, like, throw the body weight around.
It was recess.
It was recess. We were just out there playing backyard football.
Good.
Having a dang good time doing it, too. But it was a fun game. Wish we would have won, but fun game nonetheless.
Yeah. Well, John, I appreciate you, man. I know you got some stuff to do. We'll see you at the golf tournament in March.
Absolutely. I will be better.
We got some major developments happening, so you'll
I'm
appreciate
fired up
it.
about it. I'm fired up about it.
But best of luck in Seattle and beyond. Appreciate you.
My man, I appreciate it. Bring the juice, boys.